Happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are having an amazing weekend. It's been really cold this week. We had our first snow of the season on, I want to say Tuesday, or maybe it was Monday. No, it was Monday. We actually had snow here up in the mountains on Monday. It didn't stick. It snowed for about 2 hours. Big flakes, but it wasn't cold enough. The ground wasn't cold enough for the snow to stick. It did make me worry there for a bit, but I know other people in other parts of the world have had early snows as well. I know my mum in the UK has had a bunch of early, for them, snow. And we've had just cold weather the other day. Again, on Monday, Tuesday, it didn't really get above 3-4 degrees Celsius. It was really cold. I had to be out here yesterday. It's currently Wednesday when I'm filming this. But on Tuesday, I was outside filming and it was so cold, I had a heated jacket in. Today, I've got open arms, uncovered arms, and I do have goose pimples, and I'm going to be going back inside shortly. But let's talk about what's been going on in the garden. And the answer is not a lot. I've been helping out the chickens this week. I've been giving them some extra bedding to keep them warm. Hello, Ashley. How are you doing, baby? She looks a little bit fed up. She hasn't been laying yet, but that's not to be expected yet because she still hasn't finished molting. You can see her pin feathers here. You see those little kind of feathers on her neck. She's got the pin feathers coming out, and those little pin bits will fall away, and then her feathers will actually be fully back. She's still got to do her tail feathers, but she's starting to look so much better now. She's got her fresh new winter feathers in, so that makes me smile. Everything else in the garden is looking really sorry for itself and fed up. My herbs and everything, or my herbs, depending on which side of the Atlantic you are, they are starting to die off. My sage is starting to look a little bit sorry for itself. Rosemary's doing well, so that's good. The rosemary is staying nice and strong. We also have this other rosemary over here that seems to be doing quite nicely. The thyme and whatnot, that's doing okay. This was the oregano or oregano, depending on, again, which side of the Atlantic you're on. And then over here, we've just got some other stuff growing. Obviously, my blueberries haven't been doing anything. They didn't really enjoy being there, so I may move them for next year. And here, well, these guys need to come out, and I'm going to have some time off for Thanksgiving in the next week or so. So hopefully I'll be able to pull these out and start preparing the ground, because believe it or not, it's nearly time to put garlic in. I need to decide where I'm going to put the garlic this year. Last year it was over there. I think this year I might put it over here, maybe. So the garlic goes where the onions and the carrots went this year. Hopefully that will help. They've never been over here before. You're supposed to rotate things every year or so. Obviously, I can't put them in here because that's where the sprouts are and they haven't finished growing. I may put them over here. We'll have to see. We will have to see what happens next. We did obviously have corn and beans here. So this next year, we can't put the corn and the beans here. So we'll have to put the corn and the beans in other places. It's all very exciting. Play merry-go-round or what was the name of that kids game that we all used to play when we were little? Magic chairs, or I can't remember what it was called. I didn't go to many parties as a kid. I was very antisocial. Anyway, we had this massive storm pass through yesterday night. They called it the bomb cyclone because the pressure differential, the pressure gradient was immense. So we had an area of high pressure, and then we had a really intense area of low pressure. And I am sure most of you know that when storms are formed, it's not always the fact that there's a low pressure that causes the big strong winds. It's when you have an area of high pressure and then you have an area of low pressure, and the gradient, the pressure gradient between the high and the low pressure is what causes the big storms. So if the higher the pressure gradient between the high pressure and the low pressure area, the more intense winds, generally the stormier it gets. We have been incredibly lucky. We haven't lost any trees. We haven't lost any power. Fingers crossed that will continue, because we're still waiting for another storm front to pass through, and that one is also shaping up to be pretty powerful. But really at this time of year, it's just about making sure that the chickens stay safe and that they have somewhere warm to be. We've got someone's down there having a nice little bath in a dry-ish area. She's having a bit of a dust bath. Charlie's going to have a look, and then over there someone's having some food. I keep the coop, the main part of the coop, closed off because the wind and the rain and everything gets in there. So by just keeping that door closed, I give them some extra security and warmth at night. And you can just see how much rain we have had. This puddle has got massive. I was filming with the F-150 Lightning earlier and I parked it there, and you can just see how wet the ground was. It just dug into the ground. Everything is cold and wet, and it's not very nice, but we are taking steps now because that first frost of the year has already happened. It wasn't very severe, but there are more frosts coming. Luckily though, if we come into the greenhouse, things are markedly warmer, and it's made me think, you know, what should I be putting in here? I have thought about planting some carrots in here because it's a lot warmer in here than it is elsewhere, and so I might put some carrots in where the tomatoes were, and just grow some carrots over winter. I don't need to worry about watering because all of the moisture is coming in from outside. You can see there's a lot of moisture here on this wood right now, so I don't have to worry about moisture. I just have to worry about making sure that I don't get any critters in here. So I'm thinking about maybe putting some carrots in here and maybe some other things. If you have ideas for what I can grow through the winter, do let me know. I am open to ideas. Anyway, this is a kind of a short chicken and garden update. It always is at this time of the year. Let me know what's going on in your area. Did you get snow this week? And if so, how much? What's the temperature like? And what's your garden's reaction to it? Let me know in the doobly down below, and I will see you this time next week. Thanks for joining me today, and if you've got some thoughts, make sure you leave them in our Discord chat room, our Patreon page, or you can reach out to us on Mastodon. Thanks to the amazing list of people scrolling by on your screen right now. They are some of the more than 1,500 people who help fund this channel through Patreon and YouTube, covering our bills, paying our team, and making sure that we can remain 100% independent. If you'd like to join them and see your name listed here, just follow the links below. There are a range of different tiers that you can sign up for from as little as $1 a month, or if you pay yearly, just over $10 a year. A huge welcome to our newest supporters: Alan Brim, Jim, Sarah Horlock, full name, Todd Johnson, Roderick, Stuart Despain, Rupert Ronson, Larry Phoenix, Darla, Wendy Kelly Bundenbaum, and Kay. To join the list and get your shout out, become a paid Patreon member for your moment of fame. If you'd like to support us with a one-off donation, you'll also find links below to make Ko-fi and Bitcoin donations, and we even have a good old-fashioned PO box you can reach us at, address also linked below. And of course, if you're in need of some swag, you'll find our swag store in the down below. We've also got some great content coming up, so make sure you're subscribed on PeerTube or YouTube, and we'll see you soon. We make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want more, the mighty algorithm thinks you'll like this video, but we also think this one is well worth a look. See you soon, and as always, keep evolving!